Welcome back, Fragrance Fiend here today doing a very quick first impression of Miami Nectar by Ellis Brooklyn. It's a brand new release which just came out in 2024. I've been doing a lot of 6 to 8 minute videos recently and that does take a lot of time to edit, so this one's going to be really quick today. Just going to read the description then get right into it. So, a hot Miami summer, the beach at sunset, art deco pools and neon lights meet Miami Nectar. A lush and extravagant tropical gourmand fragrance, Miami Nectar is a scene-stealing perfume. The notes are as follows: pink pepper, palm leaves, coconut water in the opening with a heart of wild jasmine, Plumeria and lily of the valley with a dry down or base of tree moss, salted wood, sweet amber woods and vanilla. Gotta say, I absolutely love the description. I think it's an incredible looking bottle. I'm not necessarily a big fan of Ellis's other work. I do like some of it. I'm hoping this one is a bit of a cheaper Virgin Island water to some degree. This one actually only just came out in Australia this week. Really keen to try it. Let's give it a spray. It's eau de parfum as well, by the way. Actually quite interesting. Thankfully in the opening I'm definitely getting that coconut water. It's not a sweet variation of coconut, it's a little more fresher, quite light. And surprisingly I'm getting quite a bit of pineapple in there as well. I know anytime a brand does anything with pineapple, it always gets compared to Aventus. This is actually a much more richer, sweeter pineapple opposed to the more like lighter, delicate pineapple in Aventus, which is quite minimalistic, quite fresh. So unfortunately, as much as that opening was absolutely incredible, the jasmine and the other floral element, I think it was the lily of the valley, is just ruining it for me. As I've mentioned before, florals tend to go soapy on my skin. I'm getting the same thing with this one, so it's not necessarily the fragrance itself, it's more so my fault. I bet it's one of those fragrances which I'll much prefer on paper opposed to my skin, but I can't get enough of that opening. But the concentration of flowers is overriding that opening for me. I definitely understand this is more of a feminine orientated fragrance, but I think it would have been a little more easy to market, I guess, to a male audience if they did strip away that very prominent jasmine. And remember, with all my reviews, this is completely from my perspective, with a bit of a general consensus as well. So it's not a bad fragrance by any means. I think this would be incredible on a female, but flowers are kind of turning me off this one. I don't even know what people think about this fragrance yet. I haven't read any reviews. But anyway, this one's definitely summer in a bottle. It's almost like the female equivalent of Virgin Island water, which sits perfectly unisex. I wish they did the same thing with this. I'd probably buy it. I love this DNA, but the florals are not doing it for me. It's beginning to dry down a tiny bit more now. The florals are already fading after about 10 minutes, so those woods are coming out a little bit. The opening is long gone. I don't necessarily see this being a very long-lasting fragrance, as it is quite light and delicate, but that's something I'll mention more in editing at the end of the video. Ellis Brooklyn also do an incredible line of body mists as well. I think this would do incredible as a body mist. They're often the more stripped-back, lighter versions of the actual perfumes. Drying down a bit more now, I'm beginning to like it a little more. It's definitely wearable. That opening's incredible. The heart kind of ruins it, and then the base makes you kind of fall in love with it again. Just gonna respritz to capture that opening once more time. Incredible. If it actually stayed like that, then I'd be quite happy with it, but lucky I got a sample and I didn't buy this one, because a DNA like that, I'd be fooled into blind buying it. So yeah, definitely blind buy safe for a female from early teens to whatever age really. I absolutely love the bottle, the story, the marketing, everything to do with that, so high marks for that. The scent quality is actually pretty decent, but a few marks deducted from the floral element of the heart, unfortunately. As for my markings with complexity, the evaporative process of this one is quite fast. The top is very short-lived. The heart is essentially gone already, like those flowers aren't even there anymore, so I may even have a tiny bit of a 180 in this during editing, but you'll know more then. I'm gonna wrap it up here for now. Hope you enjoy this one, because I think it definitely has potential for the right audience. Be sure to tune in next week for some longer form content. I'll see you then.